Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over the new Marc Jacobs Glam Rock collection. I wanted to get this video up before the Sephora sale ends so that you guys know if you want to pick this up if you were already interested in it. I have here the highlighter, which is the number 81 Showstopper Omega Glaze all over foil highlighter. This is what it looks like. And then I have all four of the SEE-QUINS eyeshadows. I couldn't figure out which one I wanted to get, so I was just like, let's just get all of them. So you guys will see swatches of those as well as this eye look using 3 of them. And then I picked up 1 of the 4 glosses. And I have the shade number 384 Genie Kiss. So I'm going to go over the information really quickly, give you guys some pricing, swatches, and whatnot, and then I will get into this look. Starting off with the Omega Glaze All Over Foil Luminizer in the shade Showstopper. This retails for $49 and it is limited edition. If you would like to see this swatched up against some other highlighters that I already have in my collection, stay tuned later in the video. After I say goodbye, I'm going to put this up against some things that I already have in my collection. Then we have the 4 SEE-QUINS Glam Glitter Eyeshadows. Each of these retail for $28 and these specific shades are, again, limited edition. The first shade is Stardust, described as a rosy copper, Smash Glitz, a pinky mauve, Glitter Rock, Gunmetal Silver, and then Pop Rocks, a blackened plum. And then the last part of the collection are 4 different Enamored Dazzling Gloss Lip Lacquers. Again, these are limited edition and these also retail for $28. And here is the swatch of the one that I got, Genie Kiss, which is described as a lavender mauve with pink glitter. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this eye look, and then when I'm giving you guys my thoughts and opinions, you guys will see me applying the highlighter and the gloss. I'm going to start off this look with Glitter Rock and a MAC 239. I'm going to start packing this on the outer corner first. As you can see, I do have color in my crease and on my lower lash line. All I did was add on MAC Kid, so that's the only color that I have on. Just packing this into place. And then I'm going to slowly kind of bring it up with this brush. Tapping motions. As there's less product on my brush, I'm going to go up just a little bit higher. And as you can see, I'm just using tapping, packing motions with this brush. I'm going about halfway onto the lid. Use some S33 and have a little bit of that same color. Going into the crease, and I'm going to blend out this shade. Soften up the edges. Smash Glitz and the same 239, I just wiped it off. As you can see, it's kind of chunky on the brush, so I want to make sure whenever I'm applying it to the lid that I'm pressing it down first before I try to move it at all. I'm going on the center of the lid and then toward the corner, the inner corner. I'm lightly going over the last shade we laid down. I'm again slightly going to bring this up into the crease with the same brush. I'm definitely getting fallout with these, so that's something you want to be mindful of. So make sure that you either do your eyes first or do like I did with the baking. But I can still feel it coming down here, so I've been doing this because it bothers me to feel it on my face, but I can tell that I'm going to have some that I'm going to have to brush off, like down here even. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Stardust on a Royal Inlaying Nickel BOM 435. I am going to pack this on the inner corner. Same brush, and I'm going back in with Smash Glitz. And I'm going to get this right up against the lash line. These are making a mess, just so you know. I'm sure you guys can see it. Triangle sponge, and I'm going to clean up this outer corner. Esom W21 in Mac Blanc type. I'm going to finish off this look with this right at the brow arch. I want to keep it matte up here. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. I'm going to go add on liner and mascara. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys me demoing this highlighter. So I already know that the formula of these tend to be a little bit thicker. They can build on themselves very quickly. So you have to use a brush that is going to lay it down and kind of work it into the skin. I really like my Linda Hallberg 306. However, with this formula, I just really did not want to have too thick of a strip end up on my face. So I used my A23, grabbed it on the side of the brush, applied it, and then buffed it into the skin. When I first applied this, it looked like it was going to have a lot of impact, but then as I buffed it into the skin, it definitely diffused. I didn't even put my buffing powder over top of this. Usually I would go a little bit over top of it to kind of lessen it a little bit, but I feel like this just looks kind of natural all by itself. It blended into my skin really well. I do have to say that there is glitter in here. It's less than I anticipated because when I first opened this, I was like, oh my goodness, this is glitter everywhere. But I feel like there's more on top than there is like deeper in the formula. But with that being said, it's also not as thick as some or creamy. It's not as creamy as the last two that I have tried. I feel like this one, like let me get a lot on my finger, and then if I do this, it can kind of buff away pretty easily and you barely see it on my finger. And that's kind of what happened on my face. Now, again, I don't mind that, but I don't feel like there's really anything super special about this highlighter. I'm going to show you guys, again, swatches of comparisons. And I definitely think for the price and everything, I wouldn't recommend this one personally. It's not my favorite that they have done. I really love the last one that they put out. I don't remember the name, but the last, I think it's number 80. This one's 81. The last one was probably 80. I love that one. I'm going to have to look it up now because it's going to bother me. It was from the Runway collection called Worth the Wait. And then the one even before that was just a little bit more creamy. Again, you had to be careful because it would build up on itself. But this one, I just feel like it's not as impactful. And I think that I have dupes that are even better in my collection. So this, I personally would just kind of skip. And now let's get into the eyeshadows. Obviously, you guys could see that this did make a mess on my face. So you definitely need to make sure that you either bake underneath your eyes or do your eye makeup after. Because I mean, I felt it all around my face. Easily wiped off, but I still felt it all over my face. So especially if you're somebody who does not set your face, I could see this being a mess in your foundation. However, for the colors, I really like the way that my eye turned out, but they're not as intense as I wanted them to be or thought that they were going to be, but they are still beautiful. My favorite color is definitely the Stardust. However, I have to say, I'm going to insert a picture from Sephora. This is more of like a peachy pink red, whereas it looks like it was going to be a red in the picture, and it's definitely not. It's beautiful, but it is not that strong in pigment. But I love this color, and then I actually really like this smoky one, the one I have on the outer edge. I like how the whole eye look came together. I would say that my least favorite color is this one. This is the shade Pop Rocks. Now, I did not use this one today. This is what it looks like. I just can't help but to think of this guy right here. This is Topaz Flash. This is my favorite amongst all of the sequin eyeshadows that they have. I have two other ones. This one is just so pretty. So you can see this one, they're kind of similar. This one's definitely more purple, but on the eye, this one is a little bit smoother. It has so much more shine to it and glitter and whatever. I use this one on my eye just playing around with it. And I mean, it's pretty. Let me see it right there. But it's just kind of like, okay. So that's the one I would say skip. that is Topaz Flash right beside it, and it's just so much more intense. It's special. It's special. I love that one. I think it's still available even. Now, I do want to talk about the formula of these just in case you are watching this and you didn't see me use Topaz Flash or any of the other shades that I have used in the past. This formula is made differently. So it's not like a traditional cream eyeshadow. This is made to where it's looser packed in here. So they're not like stiff. When you take a brush in here, they do kind of crumble. If you see, like, it'll come out. That is because they are purposefully looser in the packaging so that you get more of the sparkle type effect instead of the shine. I feel like a lot of the other pot shadows give you a little bit more shine and like slickness, whereas these are more sparkly. So that's the difference between them, and that's also why they have so much fallout. Even in the description of these shadows, it says that this sequin finish eyeshadow in a pot was created with an innovative demi-press process that allows the pigments to apply more vividly and gives the glitter maximum sparkle. So it was an intended process for them to be a little bit looser in the pot. I just wanted to make sure and comment on that aspect of this particular formula. And then lastly, the gloss in Genie Kiss. You're going to see me applying this right on top of my lipstick. And it just gives this beautiful finish. You can't really see the sparkle on top of the lipstick, and even whenever you put it by itself, it doesn't have chunky glitter in it, which is what I like about these. I don't really care for a chunky, glittery type of formula because I feel like you can feel it on the lips. These are nice. I have another one from, I think it was the Runway collection or another collection that they put out, but they are really pretty. Anywho, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you're planning on picking any of these up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.